Let's start at the very beginning, at the cellular level. All living organisms share a basic organizational theme based on cells, tissues, and organs. Cells are the basic building blocks of structure in trees. New cells arise from the division of existing cells, a process called mitosis. In trees, this cell division occurs in specialized zones called meristems. Following division, cells undergo differentiation, which changes their structure and permits them to assume specific functions. Cells with similar structure and function are arranged into tissues, such as bark or wood. Tissues are organized into organs. Plants have 5: leaves, stems, roots, flowers, and fruit. Finally, organs are organized into intact, fully functional organisms, trees. There are 2 basic types of meristems, primary and secondary. Primary meristems produce cells that result in elongation of shoots and roots. Secondary meristems produce cells that result in increases in diameter. Trees have 2 secondary meristems. The cambium produces xylem and phloem, and the cork cambium produces bark.
So Tree Academy is a full comprehensive platform that helps you study for the ISA certified arborist. We have a pass guarantee, meaning that if you take this and you take all of the lessons, then we guarantee that you're going to pass. If not, we'll give you your money back. We get to the core of this, which is the study modules. So if we go into tree biology, for example, we're going to be able to look into Introduction to Tree Biology. We'll get a nice breakdown from Chris here. If you get stuck on anything, you can highlight it, for example, and you can explain it like I'm 12. And RBI will hop in there and it will break down this topic for you and really help you understand it. You can also ask follow-up questions. You can ask this to quiz you. And then we also have flashcards. We have 3,000 flashcards for all of the domains. Then we have some practice exams that you're able to take a full, a half or a 50 question mock exam, where kind of in exam conditions you'll be able to see these questions, you'll be able to flag them for review. Then we have a full RBI. This one has access to all of your progress inside of the module. It knows your strengths, it knows your weaknesses. And so you can ask it to, for example, give you a plan on how to study to best prepare for your exam based on how you're performing.
You can access lifetime subscription to the Tree Nerd Academy platform using the link in description. Now moving on, let's examine the xylem, the tree's water highway. The xylem has 4 primary functions: conducting water and minerals from roots to leaves, providing structural support, storing carbohydrate reserves, and defending against disease. Xylem is a complex tissue composed of both dead and living cells. In gymnosperms like pines, xylem consists of trichades, fibers, and parenchyma cells. Hardwoods also have vessels, stacks of dead, hollow cells forming efficient water tubes. Trees are either ring-porous oak, elm, ash with seasonal vessel size changes, or diffuse-porous maple, poplar with uniform vessels. Growth rings visible in cross-sections result from seasonal xylem production. Sapwood conducts water. Heartwood is non-conducting, often darker. Let's continue our journey into tree anatomy by exploring the phloem and bark. While xylem moves water upward, the phloem moves carbohydrates in the opposite direction, from leaves to other parts of the tree. The phloem moves sugars produced in leaves throughout the plant. Unlike xylem's hollow vessels, functional phloem is composed of living cells. Old phloem becomes crushed and incorporated into bark layers. Bark is the outer covering, composed of protective tissues that moderate temperature, defend against injury, and reduce water loss. Lenticels permit gas exchange. Now let's explore stems, buds, and branch structure, essential for proper pruning. Twigs are small stems supporting leaves, flowers, and fruit. Branches support twigs and the trunk supports the crown. Buds occur along twigs or at tips. Terminal buds control lateral bud growth through apical dominance. When terminal buds are removed, dormant buds may activate. A node is where leaves and buds arise. The internode is between nodes. Each branch is autonomous, producing and storing enough carbohydrates to sustain itself. At branch junctions, the branch collar forms a shoulder. Proper pruning cuts should be just outside it. Included bark, where bark is sandwiched between branch and trunk, creates structural weakness. Leaves are the food producers of the tree. Leaves have cells with chloroplasts containing chlorophyll, the primary pigment that absorbs sunlight. In photosynthesis, light energy is converted to chemical energy in the form of carbohydrates. Transpiration is the loss of water through foliage, which helps cool the leaf and draws water up through xylem. The cuticle minimizes water loss. Stomata control gas exchange. Guard cells regulate stomatal opening based on environmental conditions. Trees that shed leaves annually are deciduous. evergreens hold leaves for multiple years. Roots are the foundation of trees. Everything starts here. Roots serve 4 primary functions: anchorage, storage, absorption, and conduction. Absorbing roots are small, fibrous tissues at root tips with root hairs that uptake water and minerals. Most absorbing roots are in the upper 12 inches of soil where oxygen and nutrients are abundant. Many roots form mycorrhizal relationships with fungi, beneficial to both organisms. Most trees don't have taproots. Lateral roots spread widely, often 2 to 3 times the crown radius. Now let's explore photosynthesis and respiration, the fundamental energy processes. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants use light energy to build carbohydrates. Chloroplasts contain chlorophyll, the light-absorbing pigment. Raw materials are carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and water from roots. Light energy is converted to chemical energy stored as starch. Respiration breaks down carbohydrates to release energy for all biological functions. For trees to grow, photosynthesis must exceed respiration. When a tree is repeatedly defoliated, it cannot photosynthesize, yet respiration continues. It will eventually die. Water is essential for all living cells. Water maintains cell turgidity and transports essential elements within xylem. Transpiration creates the transpirational pull that moves water through xylem. Water enters roots through osmosis, from higher to lower water potential. If soil has high salt concentration, water can move out of roots. Phloem transport moves carbohydrates from source leaves to sink where needed. Tree growth results from interaction between genetic potential and environmental conditions. A species may have genetic potential for 150 feet, but urban environments often limit that expression. Plant growth regulators control these processes: auxins, gibberellins, cytokinins, ethylene, and abscisic acid. Auxin causes apical dominance. Terminal buds inhibit lateral bud growth. Auxin is also involved in tropisms, directional growth responses to stimuli. Trees grow toward light, phototropism, and roots grow downward, geotropism. Excurrent trees maintain strong central leaders. Decurrent trees develop rounded forms. Perhaps the most important concept for arborists is CODIT, compartmentalization of decay in trees, proposed by Alex Shigo. Trees cannot actively fight or move away from harm, but they have remarkable defense mechanisms. After wounding, trees form 4 barrier walls. Wall 1 plugs xylem vessels to resist vertical spread. Wall 2 uses latewood cells and chemicals to resist inward spread. Wall 3 activates ray cells to resist lateral spread. Wall 4 forms new wood tissue, the barrier zone strongest against decay. Wall 4 is chemically strong but structurally weak. Trees cannot heal wounds, they can only wall them off. Proper pruning technique is critical. Finally, let's examine palms and tropical trees. Palms are monocots, more similar to grasses than hardwoods. They lack a cambium and traditional growth rings. Vascular bundles are scattered throughout the stem. Without a cambium, there's no secondary growth for increased girth. Palms cannot repair wounds. Wounds to the stem are permanent. However, many palms are resistant to decay due to strong fibrous vascular bundles. Palms have only one apical meristem. If lost, the palm dies. Tropical trees vary greatly in anatomy and physiology, often breaking the rules temperate arborists follow. And that wraps up our comprehensive exploration of tree biology for your ISA-certified arborist exam preparation. We've covered the cellular level with meristems, the vascular systems of xylem and phloem, the structure of stems, branches, leaves, and roots. We explored photosynthesis and respiration, water movement, plant growth regulators, and CODIT. This tree biology knowledge provides the foundation for all arboricultural practices. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more arborist exam prep content. Continue studying with Tree Nerd Academy, and good luck with your certification journey.